Hi.
Hi, Pinky. How are you doing?
Welcome.
Thank you so much. You look absolutely amazing.
Guess what I'm wearing?
Tell us.
All Vivo.
Love it.
I love Vivo stuff. Yeah, it's very feminine, very professional, sometimes very girly. Just a whole mix that you find.
I see that. You look like you're just about to step out.
I was actually going to answer some emails, but I'm never going to refuse any visitors. Come, tell me, talk to me.
Awesome. First of all, I want to know about you. Tell us about Pinky. Who is Pinky?
Wow. Okay, no pressure, right? Pinky is somebody who loves humor, very grounded, understands that life is like water, so you got to just flow with it. I'm a hard worker, I'm very passionate, I'm spiritual and traditional.
Love that. Love that. What is the one thing you've done recently for the first time?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I guess in all my years, I've never really stayed alone at home. That for the first time. I know it sounds really weird, but I've always had my mom by my side, but this time I was all alone.
Did you get time to get in touch with yourself?
No.
What did you do?
I gotta sleep.
Right. So are you gonna take us to work with you?
Absolutely. Come.
All right. Tell us about Pink Media.
So it's actually Pinky Media.
Pinky Media.
It stands for produced in Kenya. It's play on the letters, and it's a platform which will. Sorry, it's my doggy. She's like, what's going on in there? It's a platform that promotes women, so it creates women-based content and women empowerment content, but using it as a place of just not your regular, conversations, but more uncomfortable conversations, which will make you, hopefully, when you watch it, change.
Yeah, I've seen you've hosted really powerful women in Kenya. I've seen Wandia Gishuru, I've seen the likes of Gina Dean.
Yes.
So what do women really want?
We want a dress with pockets, which Vivo make. That's all we want.
That's a nice one. All right. Amongst all the women that you've hosted, what was the most inspiring story?
It's a hard question. You can't ask me that. Possibly you cannot. I think every woman that I've spoken to has a unique story, and everybody has sort of given me an education, whether they've given my audience an education or not, but they've definitely given me an education, because I feel like once you know somebody's story, once you know how they've journeyed, then you can understand them better, and you can also, use them as mentors, if you will, so that you can sort of follow in their footsteps.
Amazing. Biggest takeaways you've taken from your experience with Pink Media and hosting all these aspirational women?
Okay, so it's not, what women want is just an element of Pinky Media. It's I've done something called WTF, which means, it doesn't mean that what you're thinking. It means what the 40s, because I don't think we're talking about getting old as women. We're not talking about it enough, and that's why there's a stigma and a fear around it. So I create content around that. I talk about the generation gap. I have a show called Mind the Gap as well, that I produce content around. So it's, Pinky Media is basically just like I said, it's a platform focusing on women empowerment, but not forgetting or putting down the men. And my biggest takeaway from just being what I call, or I aspire to be, a media mogul is it's hard. It's hard work, but I'm very passionate and I'm very grateful for my opportunity.
Beautiful story. Have you sent out your emails yet?
I will. I'm a good multitasker, but not that. I mean, when I start talking about something I love, you just have to.
What are we gonna do next?
We're gonna hang out. You wanna hang out?
Yeah, please.
Let me change.
Cool. Where are we going?
We're going into the garden.
Awesome. What do you do for fun?
For fun. I was going to answer what I do in the garden.
What do you do in the garden?
I do yoga in the garden. I love my yoga. I love playing with my dogs, and I love nature.
Is that how, in terms of yoga, is that how you get to like meditate and clear your mind?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever spend time with friends here?
Yes.
What do you value the most in a friend?
Loyalty, honesty, somebody who has a great sense of humor. Yeah.
How have you navigated through adult friendships, and what's your longest friendship?
So I've had friends since I was little. Growing up, you know, they still seem to be in my life. However, I feel like every friend has a season, if you will. So there's a big change. Like maybe I'm not as social as I used to be, but it could be also something that I'm going through.
What do you think made that shift? Because what I've noticed is, as adults, as we grow older, we tend to have like different friends for different seasons, as you said.
Yes.
So what do you think is the reason why that has changed for you?
I have become brutally honest, so I don't stand for BS anymore. So if I see it, I call it out. And probably some people don't like it, but I'm very protective of my boundaries and my mental health.
Amazing.
So I don't like people playing with that. And even if you are a friend for very many years, if I see you toying with me, I just draw a boundary.
Cool,
right?
Favorite dinner companion?
Favorite dinner? My husband and my kids. It just has to be one?
I mean, tell us everybody you just enjoy company with whenever you're dining.
Okay, so I love speaking to older women. I love hanging out with older women who are just brutally honest with themselves first and then with the rest of the world. Those are where I get really good vibes. That's where I learn a lot. You know, those are the women I learn from. And then who else? I love hanging out with my husband and my kids. They also, like, my kids are consistently teaching me stuff about who I am. And what's my favorite dinner companion? Yeah, I have a few friends that when we get together, it's a good time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are we doing yoga today?
This is not a yoga outfit.